Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan, and this is the KingCast, July the 10th, 2021. And this hairy beast over here is the Wolfman. Good to have you back, brother.
Hello.
I love having you here. You started the KingCast with me so long ago, it seems.
3 years.
A lot of people talking, hey, Zonder Bunny, hey, Tamar, what's going on? You're talking about Minerva already. Yes, Minerva. Minerva is the new merchant that is in Fallout 76. And yeah, she's not showing up yet, but I've got a lot of information about Minerva. We're going to go over her, I promise, in just a minute, and we may understand why she's not showing up. It may not be a bug yet, so we'll see. But
there are no bugs, just features.
Just features. That's
features.
That's right. All right, we're going to talk about Steel Rain, of course. If you did not watch the live stream last night, we're going to get into that just a little bit of spoilers. I'll try not to spoil anything if you haven't gotten into the story too much, but I will say right off the bat, a little bit of spoilers in Steel Rain. So, yeah, we'll talk about the Brotherhood of Steel lore. I really want y'all to understand the Brotherhood of Steel lore before you make your decision about Shin or Romani. We're also going to talk about the Pitt expansion that is coming next year because Jeff Garner just did a full interview about the Pitt. So we're going to talk about that.
No relation, right?
No, he is Gardiner.
Gardener, not Garner.
Yeah, he's
two different words.
Yeah, he's like out in the field gardening or something. I don't know. Okay. Then we're going to talk about everything that is new with the new update. Steel Rain. Going to go over that. Minerva as well. We're going to talk about Redfall a little bit. We're going to talk about all the future content of Fallout 76 all the way through August. It'll get us through Meat Week and all that. And I'm going to start the show with what I just tweeted. And this one makes me a little bit upset. I don't know if y'all saw what I just tweeted, but Bethesda just put it out. And I just saw somebody talking about bugs. No surprise. If you're finding the game very slow and sluggish, in fact, I got on earlier. Unresponsive. My gun was loading like, it was like so slow to load. Since the new update, it seems like every update this happens, there is a brand new wave of duping and glitching and all these people that come in and try to do all this and get all of this stuff. And I want to just say this right off the bat. If you didn't know this about me, that is cheating. And not only does it hurt the game, it hurts everybody that tries to play the game correctly. You're slowing down the game. You can break the game, literally. In fact, they had to put it under maintenance today to do that. Now, if it's a single-player game, that's one thing. Excuse me. If you're playing Skyrim, Fallout 4, and all that, and I think that's the problem. We've been used to doing whatever we want to do with these games for so long, modding them and all that. But this is different, guys. This is a multiplayer game, and you're affecting everyone that plays the game. So stop duping.
Don't tell me what to do.
Stop duping. Stop glitching. Just play the game right.
I stole the game from my friend, and I will do what I want.
So there you go. That's the way I feel about it. It really.
Do you feel better now?
No.
Okay.
No, because my gun wasn't working right. Loading screens were way too long.
Oh, and you're using a heavy character now, so it's even long.
Yeah.
It's super long.
And now I find out that a lot of it is for duping reasons. Okay, let's start with Minerva because Zonder Bunny started with talking about Minerva. Minerva is a new vendor that came in with Steel Rain, if you didn't know. And she sells stuff for gold bullion instead of caps, okay? Of course, the gold bullion is what you earned through Wastelanders. You get the treasury notes and turn them in for gold bullion. Thank you, David. Thank y'all for those that agree with me.
You ever have words that are not what they mean or not what they are, and it just makes you hungry? It just sounds like
bullion?
It sounds like a Creole food, and it just made me hungry. That's all I could think of.
Crawfish etouffee. Right. Ooh,
Does it not? Does it not? Sound,
bouillon? Yeah, it kind of sounds. It kind of sounds Cajun. Anyway,
I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
you're as bad as the queen. I can tell you're related to her. I'm sitting here doing gaming content, and you just go wandering off in the woods.
You chose her. I have to be related to her.
Well, that's true. That's true. Minerva, let me tell you what Bethesda has said, and then I'll tell you what I know. Number one, she has 2 events, and these events have to be active for her to be active. Number one is called Minerva's Emporium. Now, I believe you will actually see that on the screen, I hope, when it's active. That is going, y'all can write this down if you want to. This is actually her schedule, okay?
Make sure to have notes.
Yeah. Well, I had to write this down because I kept asking Ghost and Kane and everybody else. So anyway, tell everybody hi in just a minute. I'll go back and tell
Hi, everybody. Oh, wait. It's not been that. Sorry.
Yeah. Minerva's Emporium goes from Monday to Wednesday. Okay. That event has to be up for her to be present. Also, Minerva's Big Sale, that goes from Thursday to Monday. And Minerva's Big Sale, obviously, there's better prices during that. Now, there's 3 places where she can be located, of course. Fort Atlas, and she's out on the highway, out on Highway 63, I believe it is. Crater, and I know exactly where she is in Crater because the only time I've ever seen her, she was in Crater. When you spawn in to Crater, the spawn in spot, don't move, just immediately turn left and you'll see her. You're in that tunnel of the space station and she will be right there. So if you fast travel to Crater, don't move, turn left, and there Minerva will be if she's in Crater. So Fort Atlas, Crater, or Foundation. And in Foundation, I have heard that she's right across the bridge to the right, and there is a really good flat place.
You're supposed to fact check this stuff before you say it.
Well, I am. Okay, now this is what Bethesda says. When these events are active, she has a chance to appear.
How much of a chance?
It don't say. So,
well, that could be an 80% to a 2%.
Exactly.
That's not helpful.
Now, I have only seen her once. That was in the PTS. I've looked for her today. I looked for her yesterday. Well, can't find her. But it was the same way in the PTS. She's very hard to find. But I think Bethesda did it that way on purpose so that she's just not always there because she has very unique items, and the items she has that other vendors have, it's cheaper. Okay, so it's like, woo, we found Minerva. Okay, so that's the deal with Minerva. Now, whether there's a bug and she's not in there or not, I haven't heard because I didn't read the Discord before I got right on. So Zonder Bunny, if you have something official from Bethesda, tell me. But what I know is what I've seen, and she just has a chance to appear during these days when these events are active. So that's Minerva. Okay. Now let me get to all these people that are talking. I'm sorry I didn't talk to everybody. Let's see. Going back. Hey, Jeremy, Zonderbunny, Mr. Lewis, Tamar, Garrett. Hey, Garrett, what's going on? Texas Canuck. Not you, Garrett. You're Wolfman. Dawn. Don't let me miss anybody. David, Danny.
Lewis, Zonder, Fumo.
Fumo Sanu. How's it going? It's going. It is going great. Okay, if you said anything great, say it again because I missed it. I was ranting and raving about dupers and about Minerva. All right, let's jump right into Steel Rain. Again, a little bit of spoilers, but not bad. We've got to talk about Brotherhood of Steel lore. Now, you know about the Brotherhood of Steel because you've played past Fallout games. You've played Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, I know, and Fallout New Vegas for that matter.
I played half of 2. Only half.
Well,
my computer broke before
there you go.
Finished.
But let's start out where the Brotherhood of Steel started, how the Brotherhood of Steel started, why the Brotherhood of Steel started. Maxon was a captain in the U.S. Army, and he found out that the U.S. Army
are you going to specify which Maxon? Because
The original Maxon.
3 in the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
major ones.
The original Maxon.
Is his name different? Is it Art or
okay.
something?
I'm not going to do first names because I have lupus and I have memory issues, so I'm doing last names only. We're going to talk about the Maxon faction and the Lions faction.
Because this will not get confusing at all with three
Maxons
over 400 years. You know, that's not confusing.
I'm going to say Maxon number 1. How's that?
Okay.
Okay. Maxon number 1 was a captain in the U.S. Army, and he found out about the FEV virus, the FEV experiments that were going on at Mariposa military base. And obviously it upset him. Not only did he leave the U.S. Army and founded the Brotherhood of Steel, he also executed the scientist that was doing all of these tests. And you say, well, that's kind of harsh. No, he was turning people into super mutants, and he also was killing people as well. He was doing human experimentation.
Right.
And there were a lot of people that died because of that. A lot of people that turned into super mutants. I don't know which would be worse, dying or turning into a super mutant.
I think I'd rather die.
I think I would rather die. I think I would. Yes. So anyway, hey, True Flat, what's going on? So that's where the Brotherhood started. That was the mentality behind Maxon originally, and why there was a break off from the U.S. military. Okay,
it's Big Blue Boy Scout of the military.
And again, as I said on the live stream last night, it's kind of art imitating life, or life imitating art, because we know the U.S. government has done many human experiments and trials as well, but we won't get into that. So we also know
here. You can do this one if you.
No, I can see this. Anyone else been experiencing a glitch when you're locked at whatever workbench you're using when you go to leave it? Only notice it. I've had that in the past. I did see somebody post that there was a vendor at their house that was locked at a workbench.
Well, that's fun.
So it is a common thing, and y'all, every time they put in an update, especially a big one, there's going to be things like that. So
the coding just messes with each other.
Yes, and you'll also notice now
it crosses the streams. They can't do that. It's like the one rule.
Ghostbusters don't cross the stream. The one thing I have
quick, aren't you?
The one thing I have noticed is when you load in, it takes a lot longer for you to start moving now. It takes a lot longer for the game to engage.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's
it's having to load so much more because it's so many.
Well, this worries me though for the future. They want this game to last 10 years. Every time they add more, the loading is getting longer and longer and longer.
If I remember right, it's set up like all the other ones where it's all pretty much all loaded in at once.
Mm-hmm.
The basics of it, and then you go inside and it loads that part in. So it's loading the whole map at once, if I remember right. So the more they add surface level, that's not an actual like dungeon where you have another load screen.
Correct.
The slower it's going to get, unless they change how it's coded.
And well, they're going to have to do something, because I mean, these major updates, and they're wanting story updates. We're going to talk about that in just a minute in Jeff Garner's interview, that people are wanting story-driven content. And of course, that is heavy coding that goes into the game, and it makes the game, it just weighs down the game. But anyway, I was saying, anytime they do a major update like this, you're going to get 1, 2, 3 hot fixes after it. So yes, there's going to be some bugs, even with the PTS. But really, I've only had one, and I guess I'm saying it's okay. I only had one bug where I had to actually stop, go out and restart. And that was during the live stream. It actually froze me and I couldn't do anything. The other bug I had an NPC that was clipping through the floor. You was talking to her and it was her head. That was all it was. But other than that, if you would have played it in the PTS like I did, there was a lot of bugs. So they've done a really good job getting the bugs out. But they're going to continue, guys. I hope y'all understand this, and I think you do. even doing it in the PTS, which is very minimal amount of people, when you put it over into thousands upon thousands upon thousands, and I don't know what the numbers is of people playing Fallout 76, but we are at the most people that have ever played right now. I mean, there's a lot of people playing Fallout 76. So it just increases the pressure on the game. So you're going to have some bugs come out that weren't even in the PTS.
And it's the week of the launch, so even more people are playing at the same time.
At the same time.
The servers.
So just give Bethesda, a week or so to get those hot fixes in. Like I said, they've already done maintenance today to get rid of some of the dupers that did it. And also remember, it's not all Bethesda's fault. Those cheaters out there are making it very hard on the system as well. So everything's not Bethesda's fault. And yes, I'm standing up for Bethesda. Yes, I am. So let's see. Okay, back to the Brotherhood of Steel lore. I want y'all to know the background because I'm hearing so much, and those that watch the live stream, forgive me because I'm repeating myself, but I hear so many people.
Well, you do that anyway.
Well, yeah, I do. In making their decision between Romani and Shin, they say, well, I like Romani better. Well, that's not really the point.
They base off the presentation, not the substance of what's being presented.
And I really think Bethesda wrote it that way because it makes it a very hard decision. Shin is a jerk. He's that rigid military, and he's even had a mistake in his past where he did something from his heart and it caused people to die. So he's not going to do that anymore. He's by the book, by the rules now. And you've got Romani over here that literally says over and over and over, she don't like the Brotherhood. She literally in Steel Dawn, this is no spoilers here. Y'all know how Steel Dawn ended. She destroyed our ability to talk to the elders on the West Coast, which is the leadership of the Brotherhood of Steel, which is Maxon number 1, okay? The one who formed the Brotherhood of Steel. So she never wanted to be a part of the Brotherhood of Steel. She never agreed with what the Brotherhood of Steel was. She wanted to do her own thing. So keep that in mind when you play Steel Rain. And
which in and of itself is not a bad thing.
Gabe is Team Shin. And again, as I told a lot of people last night, I don't like Shin, but I believe Romani's a traitor. I just do. I do. So
Gabe agrees with you.
He does. I know a lot of people don't. Garrett don't agree with me, but anyway, but Garrett still loves me, I think. Anyway, I want to go in. I want to go into the pit. We're going to talk more about Steel Rain, I promise, and we'll talk more about the lore if y'all want to, but we could just keep talking and talking and talking. That was 18 minutes already. Jeff Garner gave an interview about the pit. Please keep up with the comments.
Do you want me to read Garrett's comment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it was Garrett now.
Okay.
I'm teasing Garrett. Go ahead.
He treats me the same way too.
Don't worry. Go ahead.
It's not that I like Romani more. It's that Shin likes to be judge, jury, and executioner. Plus, looking forward into the lore, this faction was never mentioned. Romani's faction.
Yeah. Okay. And I see what Bethesda was trying to do in the writing. I think what they were trying to do was to give you a choice between Maxon's type Brotherhood, Fallout 4 Maxon's, and the Lions Brotherhood in Fallout 3. But Romani was not even holding to any of the Brotherhood's honor or code or anything like standards, if you will. So Johnny, hey Johnny, yeah, I'm a fanboy for the Brotherhood of Steel, so you know who I went for. Yeah, I was about to say, if you like the Brotherhood, you have to go for Shin. If you don't like the Brotherhood, you might go for Romani. Really.
Only a communist deals in absolutes.
Okay, moving on to the pit. Again, Jeff Garner gave an interview about the pit. This is a very interesting fact you may not know about the original Pitt DLC. Jeff Gardner, I have a hard time saying it like that.
It's really close.
Jeff Gardner was the supervisor of the original Pitt DLC. Did you
Was
know
he
that?
really?
Yeah, and that's probably why they picked the Pitt first to be an expedition in Fallout 76. So the first place we're going to get to go outside the map in Fallout 76 is the Pitt, Pittsburgh. And if you played the
Go Steelers.
Yay, hey, yeah. Oh, I like the Steelers. Sorry for all you fans that don't have 4 Super Bowl rings. Or how many do we have? 6. Wow, man. I just remember for years it was 1 for the thumb, but we've gotten more since then.
We got 2 for the thumbs.
Yeah. See, I'm old. I remember watching Terry Bradshaw and all those guys. Oh, I digress. If there's anything good up there, let me know.
It's just Garrett.
It's just Garrett. We'll do that in just a minute. But let me go on with the Pitt. Okay, Jeff Garner was the supervisor for the DLC in Fallout 3. This is what he said in this interview. I just want to bring out some stuff because he did give us some cool teases about the Pitt. By the way, hit that like button if you don't mind. It helps this video get out because YouTube is really pushing me down right now since I've been sick and went on vacation, and because they like more content out there. Jeff Gardner said, I'm going to just call him Jeff. Jeff said that the Pitt expedition is going to be the most replayable content yet in Fallout 76.
I don't like that.
What?
Skyrim's quests are replayable. That doesn't mean they're good. It could be just dungeon crawlers over and over, fetch quest over and over and over again.
It could be.
The way it's worded, I don't like how it is, just because how open-ended it is, and that's how they describe Skyrim's quests.
Or it could be like in Fallout, the daily things you have to do every day. Yeah. But I don't think so, because let me tell you some more of what he said. He said it is going to be story.
Johnny agrees. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you.
He may be agreeing with me. You know, the chat's a little bit
I
behind.
agree. It's way too open.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
But it is an exciting tease that it's the most replayable content yet. He says it is going to be story driven. That's good.
Good so far.
Yeah. And I really I'm going to start calling them on this. He says it's going to be branching paths. Now, they have promised branching paths since Wastelanders. But I'm going
None have really come since Wastelanders, have they?
I'm gonna be critical here.
Oh no.
Yes. Y'all know
Jeff's not gonna like you anymore.
Y'all know I defend Bethesda probably to a fault, but I'm gonna be critical here.
Probably.
Well, there's a lot of people that overly criticize. Come on.
Granted.
Yes, you do have a choice in Steel Rain between Romani and Shin, and it is a hard choice, and that is definitely a branching path. But all the other so-called choices are not choices at all. Those are those built-in. No, it's like you've got this dialogue. Well, I can say this, or I can say this, but it don't make them do anything different. They will still do the same thing.
Their tone changes a little bit in the conversation. That's like, oh yeah, we're normal.
That makes me so mad. Where it looks like they're giving you a choice, but they don't. That is a developer's trick, and I don't like it, Bethesda. Quit trying to trick us. We're smarter than that. I want a real branching path, and that's one of the reasons I loved Fallout New Vegas. And it's one reason I think everybody loved Obsidian's writing in Fallout New Vegas, because it really was branching paths and decisions all over the place.
Even 4 a little bit had that. Not near to the extent the storyline did. It changed how each faction reacted.
Yeah, I mean, you had the main choices.
More to anything there is now in Fallout in the 76. I mean,
Zonder Bunny says it. Yep, still waiting on those branches. Yeah, I am too. The only branch we've had is
we're branching like a cactus right now.
Are we going to side with the settlers or the raiders? But yet you can settle with both. You can side with both.
There's 3 choices right there.
But I mean, there is a choice. There is a choice because there is a whole different quest line if you go with the raiders or if you go with the settlers. So that's good.
But it doesn't really change the story.
Exactly. There's no consequence.
It changes the world. A little bit.
No, there's no consequences.
Shops, anything doesn't change really.
I mean, like I said, because you can settle, you can actually befriend both, even if you go with one or go with the other. So, in the same way, it's like Fallout 4. The main story, yes, you have a choice, but all these little things, there's no choice. There is that illusion of choice. Where in Fallout New Vegas, there was a choice. What does Johnny say? It should be like New Vegas. Johnny, we agree.
And there should be actual consequences.
We agree.
To stuff.
Yeah. Do you remember at the end of Fallout New Vegas where it showed you how all your changes, how all your decisions had changed the world?
And I thought it was great. It showed a small recap of everything, and I loved it. That was like my favorite part of every playthrough, was watching everything and the narrator narrating everything that happened.
Now, please don't get me wrong. I like Bethesda better than Obsidian. I played the Outer Worlds and didn't care for it that much.
Well, it's not Obsidian. It's the writers of Obsidian. It's not the original.
I was about to say the Obsidian that did New Vegas. They're all gone.
They went. I know a few of them retired, and there's a few that went to other. I think a few went to Rockstar. One or two went to Rockstar, and
well, there's some that's like, and I can't remember his name right now. He is a freelancer. He the main writer that was on Fallout 2. Y'all can probably tell me his name in just a minute. That was one of the original, Black Isle Studios and all that guy. What's his name? I mean, he's very famous.
I can see his face.
Yeah.
From
Tim
Kaine.
No, there's another one. He actually was a writer on Prey, which I love. I always tell y'all to play Prey. Play Prey. Yeah, Chris Avalon. Thank you, Tamar. Chris Avalon. Chris Avalon, if I'm correct, and Tamar, correct me if I'm wrong, he's still a freelance writer. He wrote for Bethesda on Prey, but he also writes for others as well. So the original, and I agree, Garrett, Far Harbor was more like New Vegas than anything else Bethesda's ever done. Yes, I want to go back more to a Far Harbor type. So
I still haven't finished Far Harbor because it glitched the 2 times in Data's memory sequences, and I've never finished it because every time I get there, it ends up getting stuck.
Do y'all know what Tim Kaine is doing now? I had followed Chris Avalon's career, but not Tim Kaine's. Anyway, I digress. Back on to the Pitt. Some of the more teases he gave in this interview.
Talking about the Brotherhood?
Because of Steel Rain, the update that just came out for Fallout 76.
I know what we were doing the lore and we're gone.
We're going to go back to it in just a minute.
It just popped in my head that we kind of stopped. All because of Garrett.
Yeah, Avalon wrote the Fallout Bible. Yes, Kaine worked on the outer. Okay, Kaine worked on the Outer Worlds. The writing is good on the Outer Worlds. It just falls short in some other areas. There is no doubt Bethesda overall is better than Obsidian today, in my opinion. Okay, but boy, could Bethesda take some advice, help from the writing of Obsidian.
Well, in New Vegas, mostly all they did was write New Vegas. They didn't have to do
because they had
anything.
Bethesda's assets.
They directly copied.
I said assets.
You threw me off. I had the train, and it's gone.
It's gone. No, I agree exactly what they took Bethesda's editor, creator. I mean, they had all of Bethesda's stuff, so they didn't have to worry about the world building and all that. It was all they had to worry about was the writing.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks for throwing me off that track.
And they wrote in Elvis into the game, so I will forever love them.
It's almost like where your channel came from. I wonder.
Yeah, the King's Corner. Yeah. Y'all look. The King's Corner is in New Vegas. Okay. So he said it's story-driven, branching paths. Okay, that makes me excited though, because I was thinking these expeditions were going to be kind of like the daily ops, a little short thing, but I'm really glad it's more of a story thing, not a time thing. So with branching paths, that's great. He also teased that it's going to have unique mechanics. There's another open-ended statement.
I hate open-ended statements.
He said
I always get too excited for them, and then they're exactly opposite of what I thought they would be.
He also said, "Hey, Vampire Sage, thank you for liking the video." He also said it's going to be great for solo players. So there's a lot of people that like to play Fallout 76 solo. So the expeditions are going to be great for solo players. And this last thing y'all are going to love, okay?
Promise?
I promise. This one's not open-ended.
Is there a money-back guarantee?
Well, Jeff Garner said it, so, he put his stamp on it. He said, in the future, there are going to be a lot of old places that we get to go to, like Washington, D.C. and places like that. Did I put an R in it? Or did I say it right?
Time.
Okay, good.
You enunciated correctly this time.
Good. My Southern comes out when I say Washington sometimes. But he also said we're going to get to go to a lot of new places in the expeditions as well.
I wonder who talking about.
So real quick,
I know a certain YouTuber who shall remain nameless that never says anything positive about Fallout 76 and makes a video telling people expeditions won't be fun before we even know what they are.
I bet I know who it is. It's probably that, gosh, what was his name? Did he used to be a Bethesda guy and now he's totally an anti-Bethesda guy?
I can see him, I think.
Me and him got into it on Twitter one time. What's his name?
Did y'all really?
We did.
You had a Twitter war?
We had a Twitter war. We did. Back when Fallout 76
You did?
came out.
I forgot this.
Yeah, what's his name?
I can see his face.
I mean, he's a lot bigger than me.
I can see his old background, too. He changed it.
He used to be great.
He used to have that flag in his background.
He used to be. No, not Maddie.
No, it was a different one.
Not Maddie.
I know. It was a different one.
I'm not talking about Maddie. It may be Maddie that Garrett's talking about, but not Maddie. It's because I had a funny nickname for him.
Maddie is like that a lot of times.
Yeah, he's gotten a little bit negative. Anyway, where do you think we might get to go? Oh, okay. No, this other one I'm talking about is bad negative. It's
Angry Joe.
No, gosh, what is his name? Give me another old Bethesda guy that now is negative.
No, that's Elder Scrolls.
Not
ESO?
Not ESO. He's got negative too, but not ESO.
No more Respawn. No, he's a builder. He's not a thing.
Oh. I was about to say I'll look, but I'm not subscribed to him anymore. Oh, come on, y'all! Y'all can help me out. Name some YouTubers. I mean, he's a big YouTuber. Just put in Bethesda YouTuber and it'll come up because he's negative on them all the time. But anyway, where do y'all think we might get? That's all right, Garrett. I like to get off track.
Oxhorn?
No, not Oxhorn.
That you just say used to be real positive.
Where do y'all think we might get to go to new places? Now, we've talked about old places before, Washington, D.C., but where do y'all think we might get to go? New places. New York,
are you talking
Los Angeles, Canada. Yeah, Nukem. Hey, Nukem.
No, I don't think it'll be Canada. If it's Canada, it'll just be like Niagara Falls, Canada. Just right.
Ooh, that would be neat. Niagara Falls. To see Niagara Falls in the game. That would be cool.
I'm just saying it'd be close. I think Fallout's gameplay and storyline is very America-centric. Like we saw a little bit.
It is. But
we saw a little bit in
everybody's wanted to go to China.
Everyone said they wanted an online Fallout, and we see where that got everybody. Okay.
But Garrett just said China. See, Garrett, we think too much alike, except for Shin and Romani. Y'all are gonna laugh at this, but what about Arkansas, which don't exist anymore? It's actually Texas.
Yeah,
Texas. But
I don't like how they drew the Commonwealth maps because it's literally just Texas and Arkansas just barely linked together.
The really cool thing about it's, I think it's Arkansas, Texas, and Oklahoma is what's together.
It's just Arkansas and Texas.
I think Oklahoma's in there too. But anyway,
I bet you $1. Okay, I'm gonna look.
Oh, how about a cherry limeade from Sonic?
No, I bet you $1.
No, how about a cherry limeade?
I have $1. I ain't got a cherry limeade.
Okay. Anyway, yes, New Orleans or Nolans. How does Mom say it? Nolans?
If you're from there, it's Nolan.
Nolans.
I can't
Nolans,
say it.
yeah, but New Orleans. Colorado. But the reason I say Arkansas or Texas, I have done a lot of research into that area, and there are some neat factions. There are factions coming out of Mexico. The Brotherhood of Steel there.
A cartel faction would be.
Could
they do that legally?
It would almost be like New Vegas was with all the different factions, the bombers and all that.
Commonwealth of Texas, just Texas and Arkansas.
It is just Texas and Arkansas.
You can't see
Yeah,
it.
you
but
can. He got it. It's the gray. Texas and Arkansas. I owe you $1. Yeah. Good job, buddy. Wait, don't you already owe me a sweet tea?
I already got you your sweet tea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trying to.
All right. So that's really cool. All right, we're halfway through our podcast. We're going to go back to Steel Rain. We can talk about that a lot. That could be a whole podcast, but that is exciting. I told you would like it. He said a lot of old and new places. So I think they're planning these expeditions already. We've already seen drawings of Washington D.C. We know that's coming.
If we're already dealing with the West Coast we're dealing with the West Coast Brotherhood, so potentially it's going to take you to the West Coast.
That would be neat to go back to Fallout 1's area. That would be awesome to go back to that.
Go see all that before it was touched by the what was the just vault dwellers.
Johnny says they might also cover the parts of the world where the new Fallout TV show is going to be.
That is true. I forget the TV show is a thing. Because I see those things on Reddit all the time, and I just forget about them.
And see, I keep wondering about that TV show. Is it, they haven't told us anything about it.
When's it supposed to come out?
They haven't said. They haven't told us.
Are they even shooting it yet?
Yes.
They are shooting.
Yeah. COVID slowed it down. But this is what I wonder about it. You know how The Witcher really made people go back and buy The Witcher 3? I mean, They really did. Is it going to be to promote Fallout 76, or is it going to be to promote a new Fallout game or a remastered Fallout game, or
both?
Yeah, I wonder. Okay, let me tell you what is new in Steel Rain. If you do not want to know, I mean, it's all over the internet, but let me tell you what you can get in Steel Rain. Minor spoilers, okay? But there is a new weapon that you can get, and not only can you get it, you do get it almost immediately. It is called the Facebreaker. It is a power fist.
I thought you were going with the other one first. I did the whole...
Oh, the Pepper Shaker? No, that actually comes during Meat Week, and we'll get into that in just a little bit.
What's the cooler of the two? I thought you'd lead off strong. And
No. I'm sorry. You don't get that during Steel Rain. You get the Facebreaker. So if you are
it's a part of Steel Rain.
If you are a melee or unarmed build, the Facebreaker would be really good. There are 2 new outfits, and both of them, in my opinion, are absolutely excellent. Not only do you get the outfits, you get the plans for the outfits.
Is it a better backpack than that Chrome Dome?
There's no backpack with it. You get the mercenary outfit and a Brotherhood civvy outfit, and I love both of them. I mean, they're both really cool.
Civilian Brotherhood
outfit?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a brown coat. It does have a Brotherhood of Steel patch here and here, but it's just like you're wearing a brown jacket and pants and got a scarf around your neck. It's really cool. And the mercenary one, you've got the bullets across. Yeah, the
bandolier.
Bandolier. Ooh, I like that.
I think that's what they're called.
And
I don't know.
And it's black and it's got some dark blue on it. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. They did really good on
Blue's
the outfits.
Not what I think of when I think of mercenary.
No. You also get a brand new power armor set at the end called the Hellcats. And it's really, really, really pretty. And right here on the shoulder, it has the Hellcat emblem. So it's really, really neat.
Please tell me it's just the Mopar emblem, just the Dodge Hellcat emblem. It'd be really funny if it was.
I don't think it's the same.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be funny, but they probably couldn't do that. You get something called the Doctor's Bungalow, which we already kind of got. It's one of those camper type things, one of those green, like retro campers. You know what I'm talking about? But if you like that kind of thing. Also, legendary crafting. I know y'all probably want to talk about legendary crafting, how it works, what you got to do, the legendary cores, all that stuff. But yes, legendary crafting is here. You have to have legendary cores and legendary modules to do legendary crafting. The cool thing about legendary crafting is you can do any weapon or armor. Now, there's a few things you can't legendary eyes. How would you say that?
Improve.
Anyway, put the effects on.
Improve.
Yeah. it's kind of like enchanting in Skyrim, but say you have a favorite weapon and you've never gotten one out in the world, you can make it, and then if you've got enough legendary cores and legendary modules, you can make it
and possibly ruin
legendary.
It and never want to use it again.
No, this is the cool thing. You don't have to make another one if you didn't like the effects you can get. You can re-roll and re-roll and re-roll that one.
How much does it cost to re-roll
it? I believe it's the same amount of cores and
as the original.
Okay. Now it's a little bit more expensive than you may think. I should have written it down in my notes.
How many events do you have to do it once?
Well, I'm about to tell you. Then somebody may help me. For a 3-star legendary,
I was walking my fish. Can you do it one more time?
You was walking your fish. Okay, y'all do not take that and make a GIF or GIF out of that.
I'll pay somebody to give me a price, and I'll probably pay it if you can send me that as a gift.
Oh my word!
You can do live photos as profile pictures for like your contacts or your phone. And if you ever call and someone makes that, it's just gonna be you going like that when you call. Great.
Are we still frozen? Oh no, we're not frozen there yet. No, y'all tell me if we.
Oh yeah, now it caught up a little bit.
Whoop! The internet did it. Yep. Well, let's let it catch up. Good. Y'all tell me when. Oh, we're back. Good. Okay.
No, we're still pretty. We'll just kill time. Rock, paper, scissors.
Bah, I got you. Okay, not frozen for me. Okay, here we go. So you want me to do it again then?
Yeah, one more time.
There you go.
Okay.
Now make a GIF of that, and he'll give you something. I don't know what he said. Is it GIF or GIF?
The creator said it was a GIF, not a GIF.
GIF, like the peanut butter. Okay, I can remember that. You do get the legendary cores from public events. Those are the events with the exclamation mark.
Now, is it specific ones? Like to get the lady, it has to be at specific events? Or
yes, it's the events that have the exclamation mark. Those are called the public events. Only the.
Well, I didn't know if all public events or if it was just all certain ones of the public
all
events.
Public events.
Okay.
Daily ops. Every time you do a daily op, you can earn legendary cores.
Okay.
And seasonal events like Meat Week, Christmas, Flushnacht, those kind of things. You can earn the legendary.
I don't know why I was doing maracas.
Now, legendary modules you buy at the purveyor. So they're pretty easy to get.
How much are they?
You get 10 for 500 script. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them.
You also went up 150 levels in the span of 3 days. So
well, that's so. Also, you can now do.
Can only get cores from daily ops if you get the elder rank.
Yes, correct. You have to get to the elder rank.
That's an important bit of information, King.
Well, I've got great subscribers that watch my back.
Well, it's not their job; it's your job.
I was about to say that.
No, you weren't.
You sidetracked me. You have to get the elder rank to get the cores in daily ops.
Okay.
In other words, you have to do good. You can also craft legendary power armor now, which is really cool. You can make your power armor legendary.
I still don't know if I like this. I'm still
really.
I feel like it should be. I know it's a reward in a way.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I feel like it should still be like a boss or like a big enemy where you get the stuff still randomized. It just feels more right.
It takes a lot though, and the reason I like it is because they have gone back, and this is what I love about Fallout 76. They have gone back to more RPG elements where you have to make your build.
Right.
I hear from people all the time. Every live stream I do, I hear, "Wow, how did you kill that guy in 1 or 2 shots? It takes me 15." You've got to get your build right, and your build has to be specialized with your weapon, and you have to have your mutations, your perk card build.
Which you won't work on that tonight with me
on your Xbox.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to have all of that. It's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding when you get there and you get it right.
It's detrimental that you do the work.
Well, I've been a non-power armor build for a long time, but now with legendary power armor, man, that gives you a lot of benefits.
Oh yeah, Danny asked if you've mentioned the dog meat situation.
Dog meat died. Yeah, dog meat died.
Rosie died, or
the one that
was modeled
after dog meat. Yeah. Thanks, Danny. I didn't want to bring up sad news. No, I'm just teasing, but yes.
It is sad news. Don't tease about it.
Hey, Bane, how are you? Good to see you. It is very sad news. Yeah, the dog in Fallout 4. Of course, Season 5 is here, and there are some really good rewards, and I'm not just saying that. No, there's power armor displays on this, so that's awesome, and I've already gotten some cool things already on Season 5. So Season 5 is really worth doing.
Well, you've already put like 8 hours into Season 5, so, I mean... I'm just saying, I'm just calling them as I sees it.
Man. And we've already talked about the new vendor, Minerva. Okay, let's see. We're at 46 minutes. Man, I do want to mention, I mentioned it with our live stream yesterday, that me and this beautiful guy, I was about to call him ugly, but anyway, we are planning on doing an Xbox stream. You know, I normally stream on PC, but we're planning on doing an Xbox stream, and y'all are going to laugh because my character is in the 50s and his character is in the 20s.
20s.
Yeah. And my build is terrible, but we're planning on doing...
What's a build?
We are planning on doing the Brotherhood line, and we're going to try to get through all of it. We're going to start with Steel Dawn.
I haven't played since Wastelanders. Like,
right.
Actively played. I played a little bit, but
I've
helped. I haven't played.
I haven't done Wastelanders with my Xbox character. So we're going to try to go through all of the Steel Dawn and Steel Rain. Now, I'm not promising we'll make it because it took 4.5 hours for Steel Rain. So
with your overpowered character.
Yeah, so we're going to try. But I thought it would be really cool to play it like a DLC all the way through. So we're planning on doing that this coming Friday. So y'all mark down your calendars, and I hope you join us for at least some of that. That will be great.
We're going to try and at least get through the first DLC.
Yes.
Steel. It is what's
Steel Dawn.
We're going to at least try and get through Steel Dawn.
Yeah. And we might break it up into two if it goes long.
We might do Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick here, not real quick, but this is the Fallout 76 future content. I want to get back into 76, but my build is crap, and I don't want to restart. I haven't played in a long time. You don't have to restart. No, that is the great thing about Fallout 76 is you can constantly change your build. Plus now there are perk loadouts. You can actually make 2 different builds at the same time. So you can have a heavy gun build and a rifle build, or a pistol build and a melee build. So no, don't start over. Just work on your build. Just start working on your perk cards. Either think about, now with legendary crafting, think about what kind of weapon you want and go after it.
Maybe look at some perk card videos from a certain YouTuber to help you decide.
Yeah, the 7 most powerful perk cards in the game. That will help you. The 7 most essential perk cards.
I won't tell you what YouTube channel, but it's close.
Yeah.
Garrett said, don't forget to put a poll for what single player game.
Oh, yes. I'm going to do that as well. Hold on to that. What was I saying? Okay. Yeah. Garrett's wanting me to start streaming a single player Bethesda game during the week as well as Fallout 76. And I think that's a great idea. So I would like y'all to start thinking about what you would like for me to play. And it does not have to be a Bethesda Game Studios game. It can be a Bethesda game.
Just preferably.
No, it can be Dishonored or Prey or something like that.
If Skyrim ends up winning, I have one request from you. You cannot be an archer build. You have to do something else.
No, I've tried. I know.
And you've tried to do heavy guns in other games, and you just started doing it. I say mage build for Skyrim, something you've never done. And
do it for a live stream where I'm going to be terrible at it.
Yeah. It's great content.
I am a.
Would you rather? Which is more fun?
I'm a stealth archer.
What
Come
is
on.
more fun?
Yeah.
Watching the cars go around the track or watching them crash and burn? I vote crash and burn is more fun.
That's why we have the coin stream. So y'all be thinking about that. Okay. We're running short on time, so I'm gonna do this kind of quick. Future Fallout 76 content, and this is through August, guys. There's a lot coming. Some of it's but some of it's great. Starting July 15th through 19th. By the way, my birthday is 3 days away. 3 days away. You got me something?
And what if I don't?
Well, you better have.
Okay.
By the way, he got me this for my birthday last year.
And that, and I also got you that one.
Yeah, the gun.
For Father's Day. I got you.
Okay, so I'm expecting something as good as that helmet then for my birthday.
I
right?
got you most of these pop things. I got you most of the stuff in the corner.
So give me something good. Okay. July the 15th, which is 2 days after my birthday.
When was your most recent?
2 days after my birthday.
God, are you working on one?
Yeah, I did that. I did one about a month ago.
Okay, well, Skullboy would like to know what the best way to farm XP is.
Skullboy, I just did a video, an updated video on the best ways to level up fast. So please go back in my Fallout tips playlist video. You'll find it, and it will help you immensely. If I had a moderator on here, they could probably give you the link, but I don't have one today, so I'm sorry. But anyway, July 15th through 19th, the Treasure Hunter event comes back, and
I'll see if I can find it.
And there will be. Thank you. It's the newer one.
I know.
Okay. The Treasure Hunter event comes back, and they will have new rewards. July 22nd through the 26th, high score weekend. So again, those people that think they cannot get through the scoreboard, you can get. Millie Z, hey, what's going on? There's a lot of people in here. Thank y'all for watching. July 29th through August 2nd, Gold Rush weekend. August 5th through 9th, you've got Minerva's big sale. So again, remember those events that I talked about that have to be present going on for Minerva to be there. Zonder Bunny was saying Minerva's not yet in the game. Her events have not been activated yet. So watch for those events. That's going to be where you can buy things for gold bullion for a lot cheaper. August 12th through 16th, there's a double score weekend. Again, you can get through that scoreboard easy. Then August the 17th through the 23rd, Meat Week returns. Now you can tell about the whatever that gun was. Pepper,
salt and pepper. Sorry.
It is a no, it's not a Gatling laser. It's a plasma laser.
It's a big gun.
It's a big gun. Thank you, Tamar. What facts information surprised you the most in the Bethesda ZeniMax history file I sent you? Hit that like button. Can't wait for the streams. Oh yeah. Those that are new, whenever you give a super chat, we bring out Walter.
Ow, jerk.
The pepper shaker. Thank you.
Is it the 3-hour one?
No. Those are live streams. Here, go to playlists. Go to tips. Fallout tips. Gosh, I got to do everything.
I was making sure I got the right one. I didn't want to give him expired information.
No, there's tips, and it's right there.
Okay, thank you.
But make sure when you copy it, it's not the playlist. Sometimes that happens. Tamar, gosh, the thing that surprised me the most. Wow.
Who asked? Who was asking? Schoolboy. Keep going. I got it.
That's a tough question. And by the way, I'm not even through reading through all your stuff, but I can't wait to get back. What he's talking about, if y'all don't know, he sent me a lot of facts on Bethesda's and ZeniMax's history, and I did a video on Bethesda's history from the very beginning to.
That was like one of our first. That was
it was a long time ago,
old video
to where Todd Howard came in. So there's another one. Shameless plug that y'all can go watch, but it's very cool. And he's given me a lot of facts where
not the best audio back then. Just saying.
No, or video for that matter. But he's given me a lot of great facts where I can go from there on. And quite frankly, I'm going to really dive into all those facts when I start making that video. So ask me that question again when I get closer to that video. But Meat Week is coming August, but thank you so much for the super chat. I will tell y'all again, my videos are making squat right now. So it is by the super chats and my Patreons that I am surviving, literally. We appreciate y'all so much. And if you can give, thank you so much. So Meat Week is coming with all brand new prizes like the pepper shaker, and that will be great. Also, that same week is bonus challenge week. So they're giving, I mean, there's almost every.
You said bonus child week at first. Sorry.
Almost every.
I put
Did you put it?
It's just taking a little bit to show up.
Okay. He put the link to it. So hopefully it'll get in there. Yeah, I see it. I wonder why it ain't showing up. Anyway, are we behind?
No.
Yeah, it's behind. Bonus challenge week. There's so many ways that they're trying to get you through the scoreboard. And then finally, August 19th through the 21st, and I cannot wait for this. I wished it was live instead of digital, but it is QuakeCon. I wished we had more time to talk about what might be coming through QuakeCon, but I bet we will when we get closer to it. Whew! One last question I have for y'all, and then y'all can ask me anything you want because we're at the last of the podcast.
Minus money. Don't ask him for money.
They've been talking about Redfall quite a lot and been given information on Redfall, which of course is Machine Game's new game. No, Arcane Studios. Boy, I've gone blank. It's the vampire game from Arcane Studios. Pardon me, I messed up. I just want to know if y'all are interested in this. Is this something that y'all might purchase, that y'all might play, Redfall? With that said, y'all ask me anything, ask Wolfman anything. This is the last 5 minutes of the podcast. We can talk Brotherhood of Steel lore, or we can talk about Elvis, or we can talk about the Queen because she's not here. Anything y'all want to talk about, just let me know. And I want to thank everybody for being here. Y'all hit that like button as well. Garrett said that's why I want to get those single player streams up and going, get your revenue back up and to entertain us. Yes, absolutely.
I put it in with yours too.
Okay.
But neither of them are showing up.
Well, why in the world? Hold on. Keep talking to him.
I'm talking.
I'm talking. No, talk to him about something.
I'm in the stream and I'm talking. I'm in the stream and I'm talking.
You're so funny.
You put me under pressure, man.
I know.
Pushing down on me. Pushing down on you. Under pressure.
Under pressure.
I'm not good under pressure, apparently. Good to know.
Okay. By the way, if you'd like to be a moderator in this or any of the live streams, our Patreons do that. So,
patrons.
Patrons. Okay, there is the link right there. There is a link to the latest How to Level Up Fast. And yes, I saw Jeremy talking about guided meditation and radiation rumble, and those are definitely mentioned in that video. So I hope that video will help you. And it will. It tells you what to eat. It tells you chems to take. It tells you all different kinds of things. King, you and Wolfman, this is priceless. Miss the Queen. Thank you, Jeremy. Does that mean that he don't like you?
Or he don't like you?
One or the other. I don't think we could fit the Queen in here. Not that she's big or anything. That's not what I said. Y'all don't tell her I said
he's
that.
Big. Yeah. You know, too many sweet teas and cheese tots.
Gabe says my old lady moderates some Discord channel. She's going to promote your channel there. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate that very much.
A Fortnite knockoff.
Let's see. Lord Goshen says no. Redfall seems like a Fortnite knockoff. I already see the battle mode.
Gabe, don't get him started.
My favorite Elvis song. Well, every Elvis song is my favorite, but no, it's not. If I had to mention my favorite, it is "It's Now or Never."
And my favorite pastime in the truck.
Come hold me tight. And to turn it off right at the end, because it ends with dum dum dum.
At the end, there's a really high and long note that Elvis holds, and it ends with the band like doing
the dum dum dum. Yeah.
Yeah. And he loves hitting the dash, and if this was a second-gen Dodge, the dash would be destroyed. And it's amazing that it isn't yet. But
he turns it off right before
Right.
the dun dun dun, and it makes me
I
so
got
mad.
perfect timing. I've gotten it down to a science, okay? Like, there's Newton and then there's me on this.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm paused for the dun, dun, dun.
Biggest smile on his face. He's getting ready. He's enjoyed 4 minutes of this long love song. My gosh, it's a long 4 minutes.
You like Elvis?
I do. I like Elvis, but sometimes a choice is
In
nice.
fact, when you were younger, you actually got your grandparents to buy you a life-size Elvis.
And I ate boogers when I was younger
No.
too. That's not a good.
We still have that life-size Elvis cardboard cutout.
And I
Because you
slept
wanted
with that
it.
thing in my room. You know how terrifying that is now, looking back? That's creepy.
Well, for a long time, we had Elvis in our bathroom. Huge picture of
I know-
Elvis in our
I know.
bathroom.
Okay, so where the shower is, it's this big. I don't know if any of y'all have gone to Sports Clips or if is that brand just Sports Clips? What is it, Crew or something?
Crew.
Okay, it's the brand Crew, and they did a promotion thing with Elvis.
Yeah.
He went to the barber shop and paid for like 2 Elvis posters that were
No,
there
the
when-
Elvis posters were free if you purchased the Crew cream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hair
He
cream.
purchased hair cream that he doesn't need.
What do you mean I don't need it? I still have a few hairs. Go ahead.
For these posters, and he framed one in this very nice frame and hung it in the bathroom. Now he hung it over the toilet. That's not the bad part. The bad part is it's right across. It's in my bathroom too. They have their own bathroom.
And all it is Elvis's face. It's huge.
It's literally just him going like this. Okay, that he's judging you as you open the shower and you're just there, and he's just
or going to the bathroom, either one.
or looking over your shoulder while you're reading something on your phone. It's terrifying.
Millie Z says, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, my dad's an Elvis tribute artist. Wow, that is so cool. I would love to see him, hear him, see a video of him. That'd be great. One of the best ones too. Won tons of awards. I want to see a video of him.
Send a link.
I was about
Email,
to say,
tweet.
follow me on Twitter and send me a message.
He'll end up asking you to join his fan club.
Yeah, give me his name.
It's what it's called. It's in the name. You can't say anything wrong.
It's not my fan club.
It is you started it.
I'm
It's your
I'm
fan
the
club.
president of the Arkansas Elvis fan club.
That you founded. Ergo, it's your fan club.
Okay, Suspicious Minds is my favorite Elvis song. The band used to do it. Hard rock cover. I love that song. I like that song too. It was his last #1 hit. Let's see. I do have a Junkies Explosive Light. What are you doing, Garrett? We're talking about Elvis here. Come on, man.
Garrett, I agree with you this time. Let's go on this tangent.
Skullboy says, I have to go, just want to leave with this. I literally completed all of New Vegas DLCs 100%. Enjoyed every second of it. I think New Vegas has perfect DLCs. Same for Nuka World. I loved every second. I agree, Skullboy, because Elvis is in it.
Elvis is in the first Godzilla movie. That doesn't make it a masterpiece.
Did you know there are what would you call it? There are hints of Elvis or
he's all over.
Easter eggs in every Fallout game.
Yes, I do.
Every Fallout game.
Fallout 1, there's a painting, a pixelated painting that looks like him.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 4, there's that ugly magazine cover of the Elvis robot.
Mm-hmm. That's not ugly. That is the coolest Protectron with the curly little hair. Yeah, you can't hardly see it because my dragon's there with Wolfenstein on his head. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Was a fun bass line to play in Suspicious Mind. Gaming Moose, do you play music? That is very cool. I'm a lead guitar player. And by the way, if you're on Patreon, not that I'm pushing my Patreon, but you can actually hear songs of our band. But he plays guitar. I play guitar. He's learning to play guitar.
I attempt to play guitar. Do not say I play guitar. That is a disrespect to that instrument.
You can play. You're doing good. I want to thank y'all for joining us today. I appreciate it so much. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Wolfman, thank you for being here, bud. I owe you $1 because of Texas and Arkansas.
I was right.
I thought Oklahoma was in it, but That's my lupus.
Oklahoma.
That's my lupus. My Oklahoma didn't want to join Arkansas and Texas, I guess. But I hope you got some information. But most of all, I hope you were entertained. Thank you for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Y'all have a great evening and a blessed rest of the weekend. Bye, everyone.